What up, everybody? My name is Alana Treppler, and this is the ATD Show. In the studio today, I have the wonderful Don Arling.
Oh, that was nice.
With Blue Water Realty. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Tell me about Blue Water Realty.
Well, Blue Water Realty, I guess after 30 years of being in the business and working for other brokers, I've had my broker's license for about 15, 20 years. So being in the business that long, I decided to do my own thing and be authentic, just be myself. And my daughters and I have always had a fascination for the ocean, for the beach. So Blue Water Realty was thought of, I guess it's been thought of for years, but it came to fruition about a year ago.
Nice. I have a little bit of a passion for the ocean too.
Yeah?
I like
I
it.
think a lot of people do.
So do you do realty near the ocean?
So I will be doing that in 2020. There'll be a lot of changes in 2020, but one of them will be getting my license in Florida and Alabama.
Awesome.
And right now I'm doing a little work at the Lake of the Ozarks.
Very nice.
And of course my primary focus is in St. Louis. I feel and I know that a lot of people from St. Louis, Kansas City travel to the Lake of the Ozarks, and they also travel to Florida, the Panhandle mostly.
Right.
So you're looking at Alabama coast, Florida coast, down in that beautiful white sand area.
Very nice.
Just in a little expansion.
Right. So you do primarily St. Louis, but Lake of the Ozarks, and then next year you'll be doing on the beach.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Very nice. That'd be nice to have a destination to go to.
A destination, exactly.
Right on. So tell me what it is that you like about realty so much that you've been in it for 30 years.
Wow, I started when I was 24 years old, and it doesn't get old, you know?
Something new, something exciting.
Something new, something exciting. I mean, I just closed on a transaction with a couple from Brazil.
Awesome.
And they didn't speak great English, but it was just a challenge. And then when they closed, they couldn't have been more excited. So, you know, first home. And it was a good sized home. It was a $250,000 home.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So they were so excited.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's great. So what is it about the different changes? So you mentioned changes. Tell me about that.
Oh my goodness, over the years, I guess, you know, the biggest changes, I've been involved in leadership. I've been involved in ownership. I've been involved in investment properties and rehabbing and flipping, and I do a little bit of that now. The change in real estate over the years has just, in watching it over 30 years, has mostly been how real estate companies have evolved.
Right. Okay.
Real estate agents have to evolve to the times and the technology and the challenges. And if you don't, I think you get pushed out. But I've evolved in social media. I've evolved in technology. I've evolved in everything that, you know, you need to. You have to make the changes, otherwise you're out.
Yeah, and when it comes to realty, you also need to know about how the title companies work, mortgages.
Absolutely.
Home inspections, all of those types of things. Are those services that you're able to provide as a realtor?
Definitely able to provide those, and great people.
Yeah.
I enjoy working with people. I enjoy the end result.
Right.
With a buyer, I enjoy the end result when they buy the home and hand them a key at closing.
Yeah.
Even after 30 years, you know,
That's
I still
gotta
enjoy
be so
that.
neat.
And then I enjoy the listing end of it, where I help stage and set up the home, or bring in a stager, or bring in professionals to help get their home sold and for, you know, top dollar. I think that's always a challenge.
Right on.
Some people want to make those changes, and other people are slow to make those changes.
Right.
When you're a seller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the investment properties that you're involved in, how does that work?
Well, I work with investors specifically.
Oh, okay.
So I help investors also find property, locate property. I've also been involved with investors like throughout the whole process, helping them get it rehabbed, helping them get it back on the market, referring them to contractors, etc. And then in the past, I have done probably over 100 rehabs myself.
Wow.
With partners.
Right.
In different companies, and plan to, in 2020, creating a new company. It'd probably be Blue Ocean Investments,
nice.
Somewhere in that something with Blue Water, right?
Yeah, right.
But we'll be planning on doing that in 2020. And I'm already starting a little bit of that right now. So have a couple things going
Very
where
nice.
I'm buying and flipping a couple properties. So
Wow. That's a lot.
it's a lot, and you can't do it yourself.
No,
So, I
yeah.
have a great business plan, but you need people to help you, great people, and surround yourself by great people.
Yeah. And from what I know of you, you do surround yourself by great people.
Yes.
Everybody that you've ever
That's the
introduced
attempt,
me.
like yourself. Like,
Right.
I have another small company called The Source, and it is all about great vendor partners and contractor partners. We call them VIPs on The Source, and it's a Facebook group. So
Right.
if you're ever interested in going to find a great vendor, a great contractor, a great videographer,
Right.
go to The Source on Facebook.
Right. And that's such a great thing to have for the homeowners, because we always have projects when we're buying a house or when we're selling a house or we're just living in the house. We always need people to come and help us with our biggest investment.
Right. There's so many people involved from the beginning of a transaction to the end of a transaction. It's
Right.
amazing. And then beyond the transaction.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad to be a part of The Source myself.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks
And
for
there's
being
more
part of
people in The Source than just real estate.
True.
It really should be like St. Louis's ultimate resource.
It could be. We have chiropractor. We have
Travel
just a
agents.
travel agent.
Yeah.
Different people.
Yep. So
So
awesome.
different small businesses.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming to the studio today and sharing your information about Blue Water Realty and The Source.
Thank you for having me. I really enjoyed it.
Look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you.
For Don Arling at Above the Dog Studios, my name is Alana Treppler. Ta-ta for now, everybody. Okay.
That was
you
really
happy?
good.
Okay. Good.